just pivoting a little bit on some of these questions in your career. And I want to say thank you for sharing your story because I feel like it could change a lot of different lives, especially other boxers that have suffered
Yeah.
with mental illness and just dramatic stories like that. But just to pivot a little bit, going back onto that last fight with Conor Ben, and he's also been accused of doing steroids. Do
Yes.
you think
Now,
he was
now,
on
now I
steroids
do.
that night?
Now I do. Yes. Even before me, I would say even before me with the Chris Algieri fight, yes, he was. That I believe, that I think of that, was that even a part of my mind going into the fight? Not at all, because I'm a clean athlete, so I give every fighter the benefit of the doubt. Where I think they're all real and they're all natural and whatever. So I never suspected it. But then again, people say, well, did you feel his power? I said, well, this is the truth. Round one, even if you go look at round one, I was 2 years inactive, looking at round one, listening to the commentary, I started tagging Conor Ben in round one. So I knew,
Correct.
I knew, okay, it's going to take 2 or 3 rounds for my nerves to settle down, for me to get into a rhythm, and I'm going to box his ears off. I said, I'm a better boxer than Conor Ben. Boxer, listen to me. Skill-wise, boxing-wise, I'm a better boxer than him. So I knew that. And after round one, I went.
I agree.
And in round one, it didn't really hit me. It didn't really hit me with anything significantly in round one for me to be even worried about his power. So I went back into the corner after round one, and I remember me and my coach, and I was so amped up, so excited, because I was like, tonight I'm about to upset a lot of people. I said, I got this. I got this. And then we go out in round two, and the first punch, the first nice, beautiful right hand he hits me with, I got wobbled, and I got buzzed, and I was out of it. So the first punch he really catch me with, I was up. So it was no time for me to even think about his power. I was up. And so, and then now with everything coming out, and we go back, and I'm looking at, oh wait, for my fight, he refused to enroll in VADA testing. For my fight, he refused to enroll in VADA testing. Why the hell would you refuse to enroll in VADA testing? Why? So I'm like, oh shit, they knew something. They were busy with all this stuff. Okay, so the UCATA, right? The UCAT. He passed that test, right? He didn't fail the UCAT test, but he failed the VADA testing. So I'm like, I don't even care about the UCAT test. I said the real one is the VADA testing, the one he failed, the one he refused to enroll into for my fight. Because why? Because clearly he's on stuff. So I went to do my research on the drug clomiphene, right? The drug that he got caught with. Why do you use clomiphene? Why do you? Okay, so you use clomiphene.
Well, you have to explain that to me,
clomiphene, you take clomiphene to balance out a previous cycle of a banned substance. So if you take clomiphene, that balances out the previous cycle of a stronger drug. So we got tested for clomiphene for a Eubank fight. A couple of months before that, 3 months before that, I was his fight. It tells me that this dude was trying to balance out man. All the fingers are pointing to me that he's guilty. Now I don't want to be a sore loser. Now I want to also imagine this: losing to Conor Ben. I had to come home. When I lost to Errol Spence, I got depressed. I almost killed myself after the loss of Errol Spence. I almost took my own life because I was depressed. And I was just in a bad space. Anyway, I dealt with that, and then I lost to Conor Ben, so I knew how to deal with the loss. So I came back, and I sat down, I made peace with the fact that I lost to Conor Ben, and I've accepted my loss to Conor Ben. I said, you know what, he's younger, he's hungrier. I'm 35 years old. I'm towards the end of my career. I just don't have it enough to run with these young boys. I've accepted my loss like a man, only for all these things to come out. And now I have to sit down and go, wait, did you lose to a better man, or did you lose to a cheat? So I'm kind of battling with that mentality right now, where I have to make peace with the fact that I lost to a cheat. And the question will always be in my head whether I lost to a fair man. Did I really lose to a guy that was fair, or did I lose to a cheat? The truth is, the damage is done. When you say Chris van Heerden, people remember me being knocked out by Conor Ben. They don't to remember the drug cheat. They remember how it looked when I lost. So the damage is done. But this whole thing with the failed drug test has in some way shine light on my career a little bit where, well, wait, you did lose to a cheat, dude. You didn't really lose to a clean athlete. So it's a little bit restored, but not really.
Yeah, but you gotta look at your whole career, because at the end of the day, like you said, 2 outs, 2 weeks out fighting Ennis. You know, you're dealing with the
No,
situation
man.
where Errol Spence before the fight,
But
the
you know,
Evans.
you
You had
as
a lot
much
of
as
things
I know
against you.
that our boxing fans are harsh, and you kind of get remembered for your last outing in boxing. People forget about your accolades. They forget about the great moments. They forget about me beating Matthew Heerden. They forget about me beating Kazim Mabuza, who beat Kendall Hall, 3-time world champion. They forget about me defending my world title 3 times. They forget about the beautiful things. And for fighters, we do get remembered kind of for our last outing. It's